Today, we're going to crack open something that looks, super complex, PatentScope, and show you how to turn it into your own secret weapon. We're talking about transforming all that raw data into actual strategic intelligence that can give you a huge leg up.
Have you ever tried to figure out what's already been invented? You know that feeling, right? You hear these terms like prior art, and it just feels like you're stuck in this impossible maze that was literally designed to confuse you.
But hang on, let's reframe that. What if it's not a maze at all? What if it's actually a window? A window that gives you a crystal clear view into what's already been built, what's being worked on right now, and where the real opportunities are hiding. Okay, first up, the patent maze. Let's talk about the risks of trying to innovate completely in the dark.
For any founder out there, this is not just some theoretical exercise. Guessing, well, it wastes your two most valuable resources, your time and your money. You could end up building something you can't even protect, or worse, something that someone else has already built.
All right, Section 2, a window of clarity. It is time to stop guessing and start getting some real insight. And the very first thing we need to wrap our heads around is this concept, prior art. It's really just a fancy term for all the public proof that an idea already exists. Think of it like this. You wouldn't build a house without surveying the land first, right? Well, this is the exact same idea. And getting this clarity, the payoffs are huge. You stop yourself from building into dead ends. You can actually validate that your product is heading in the right direction. You start to spot market gaps that everyone else has missed. And, maybe most importantly, you can walk into that investor meeting with absolute confidence because you know exactly where you stand.
Okay, Section 3. Let's get really practical here. Smarter search tactics. We're going to take you from novice to expert.
Now, the key is the contrast you see here. Most people do what's on the left. They type in one keyword, cross their fingers, and hope for the best. The strategic search on the right, that's a completely different mindset. It's all about playing with your wording, using simple, functional language, and filtering down like a pro.
Okay, this right here is a total game changer. You got to remember, patent filings can use some really weird or old-fashioned language, so you need to strip away all your modern marketing buzzwords. If your product detects something, search for things that sense it. If it predicts, look for things that estimate. These tiny shifts can unlock whole categories of prior art you never would have found otherwise. And here's another thing. Stop hunting for that one perfect search. Instead, think like a filter. You start really broad, cast a wide net. Then you slowly tighten your search, changing a keyword here, adding a term there. You're watching for that moment when a huge chunk of patents just vanishes. That's it. That's how you find the edge of your unique niche.
You know, the dates on these things tell a story. You have to look at the timing. See that sudden cluster of filings right there in 2022? That's a signal. It could be a tech breakthrough or a sudden wave of market interest. It tells you a space is heating up, which helps you frame your own innovation and get ready for what's coming.
Section 4. Decoding competitor strategy. Okay, you've got the tactics. Now let's really level up and start reading your competitors' playbooks before they're even published.
And to do that, you have to understand this term, a patent family. It's basically just all the different versions of a single invention filed in a bunch of different countries. And this is where the real strategic gold is buried. Because remember, filing patents cost a lot of money.
This chart illustrates the first clue perfectly, the family size. If you see a small family, maybe just one or two countries, it could just be them testing an idea or playing defense. But a big family, spanning 5 or more major markets, that shows serious global commitment. You now know exactly which ideas your competitors are betting big on. Next, you need to look at the route they're taking to file. If you see a PCT, that's an international filing, and it is a massive tell. It's a strategic move that keeps their options open for global expansion. They haven't picked the final countries yet, but they're planning to. It's like you're getting a sneak peek at their global roadmap 12 to 18 months before anyone else.
And finally, you have to look at the map. Where are they filing? The US, Europe, and China? That tells you they think there's huge commercial value. Filings in smaller, emerging markets? That could be a hint about manufacturing plans. And just as important, where aren't they filing? Those gaps are your potential markets, places you can enter with way less resistance.
All right, last section. From search to strategy. Let's pull this all together. I love this quote from the source because it just perfectly captures the change in mindset you need. PatentScope is not some dusty library you visit once a year.
It's a living, breathing dashboard that gives you the kind of real-time intelligence that can drive your business forward. So here it is. Here's the payoff. This is what you can do now. You can make smarter product choices. You can shape much stronger patent claims. You can protect your hard work with real confidence. And the most powerful part, you can actually anticipate what your competitors are going to do next.
So now you have the tools. You can look through that window and see the entire world of innovation with total clarity. The only question left is, what are you going to build with that knowledge?